Hi guys, welcome to Drum Dog, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the part of the triplet that everyone loves to ignore. Now, triplets as a subdivision and rhythm is something that we use a lot as drummers, and especially in a shuffle context, we're quite natural at playing our 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3, 4. But there is one part of the triplet that is a little bit easy to forget, and sometimes as drummers, when it's required of us to pull it out of a rhythm, we might actually not be that good at. And I'm kind of speaking for myself here because there was one day where I realized this was a weak point in my playing and therefore it needed addressing. Now, and this portion is the second portion of the triplet. So that is 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Because a shuffle rhythm is made up of that first and third portion of the triplet, whenever we have to pull out that second one, is something that we're not really that natural with and something that doesn't come to us easily most of the time. So today we're going to be checking out a few little exercises and a few ways that we can get that second portion of the triplet feeling a bit more natural. So to kick things off here, we're just going to be playing an 8th note triplet single stroke roll on our practice pad. We're going to play one bar just unaccented, and then in our second bar, we're going to be accenting that second portion of each triplet. Now remember, as these are going to be groups of 3, those accents are going to change between our left and our right hand each time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Now you can kind of almost straight away feel how rhythmically jarring and unnatural that feels to be in this do do da da do da ba da do ba cha cha cha. It's not a rhythm that we associate with that well. I mean, it's the whole reason we're doing this, but now we've got that on the pad and we're hearing those rhythms, it's time to take it to the kit in a context that we know a little bit better, and that is a shuffle groove. Now in this shuffle groove here, we're going to be pulling out a few of those second portions with some bass drums and then a little snare drum in our second bar. Let's check it out. Now, as you guys can see there, when we play it in that shuffle context, those second portions on the kick and snare fall perfectly in between our two hats. So really make sure when you're playing those that that subdivision of those straight triplets that's set up there 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet is nice and smooth, and we haven't got any lumpiness where that second portion is further towards the first or third portion. But let's remember, the whole point of these exercises is to make us associate with that second portion a little bit more. So this time we're going to keep on grooving, but we're going to push it a little bit further out, and we're really going to make ourselves hear every single second portion because we're going to put it up in the hi-hats this time. So we're going to play a nice simple shuffle groove, but instead of playing 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to be playing the same rhythm, but we're going to shift it forward slightly and go 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And we're accenting that second portion of the triplet up on the hats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Now this can sound really unnatural at first, but really try to find the groove in it and be careful that you don't start hearing those second portions as the new quarter note. Make sure that your kick's still on 1, your snare's still on 2. Now, although that groove might not sound obviously groovy to our ears straight away, once you relax and really settle into it, there's a certain kind of chung chung cha chung 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 cha chung, which starts to sound really satisfying. Now, one way that we can up the ante here is to keep with that same hi-hat pattern, but let's make it half time. So this is a half-time shuffle with our hats on portion 1 and 2 of those triplets. Let's check it out. Okay, so now we're getting a feel for those second portions in our groove context, but how about fills? Now, an easy way to pull these out in our fills is to go back to our accented single stroke roll from the beginning of this lesson, and let's just apply it to the kit. Now, obviously we can just play this on the snare as a nice simple accent single stroke, but we can also move those accents around the kit, onto the toms, onto the cymbals with a bass drum underneath them, and start to get creative with our orchestration. Let's start off slow and then slowly build our confidence with this. Now obviously with our alternating sticking there, that can make it quite hard to feel fully creative with the orchestration there, but there is one simple way that we can keep our sticking the same each time, and that is using our bass drum on the first portion of each triplet, and then pulling out our accent with the right hand every time. So our pattern here is going to be 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So again, we're going to take this to the kit as a fill sticking, and we're going to move our right hand around wherever we feel like it's going to sound good. Now this guy, you can still pull out cymbals on him, but obviously that now means our bass drum is going to have to play on portions 1 and 2 of the triplet to keep those cymbals reinforced by a drum sound. Now this guy can be a little bit challenging, but in my opinion is one of the coolest ways to pull out this second portion in that fill context. Enjoy this one. Now let's remember, although some of those exercises might not sound like the most musical thing you've ever heard, and they may not have you writing music along to the grooves, they're exercises designed to make us feel more comfortable with that second portion of the triplet. Now this is a rhythm that as drummers we may only have to pull out very rarely, but if we do have to pull out that accent on that guy and it's not feeling so good, that's really going to bring down the groove around it. So it is worth spending the time getting super comfortable with these rhythms so that when we need to pull that out of the bag, it's right there ready to go. Now I really hope you guys have enjoyed this lesson. If you want to see more lessons like this and other gear videos, then please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to check out our full length lesson packs, then head over to our website at drum.dog. See you again soon.